Uh, Good day, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, in this tutorial, I'll be taking you through the basics of HTML first. Actually, in this tutorial, I'll be talking about HTML and CSS, but I'll be taking you through the basics of HTML. So, when you hear HTML, HTML is an hypertext markup language. It's a document, or I should call it a file, that the browser understands. I don't get. So it's a file that the browser understands. And this is the basic structure of HTML tag. This tag here is the basic. This is the basic structure of HTML tag. Any program you are writing, as long as you are using HTML, you must. It's a must for you to use these tags. Then you follow the tags, you input what you want to input in them. So this doc type HTML, what it's actually saying is that it's telling the browser that the type of file you're about to run is an HTML file. Is an HTML document. It's telling the browser the type of document that is about to run on the web. While the HTML is the root structure of HTML, whereby everything that happens in the browser goes in between this HTML opening tag and HTML closing tag. This is an open tag and this is a closing tag. So everything you are doing on the web goes in between the HTML opening tag and the HTML closing tag. So, and this head tag in HTML is also a root structure. It's also a structure in HTML. It takes in every let's say you have a CSS file and a JavaScript file, even a bootstrap link. So all those files, these are where you tag them. For them to relate to the HTML document you have, you tag them in this header file. And even this title file, what it does, if you can see on my web here, I have hello world. Let me change it to welcome and save it. So when I refresh my browser, it changed to welcome. So you understand? So this head file displays or tells the user this is so page you are into. You understand? So I will name it as tutorial. So if you refresh the browser, it tells the user you are in the tutorial page. You understand? So that's the work of the header file. Why this body file? Everything that happens in the browser for the user to see. This is where you program everything that happens in the browser for the user to see. As you can see, when I input all this and I save them, what does it do? It displays them on the browser. You understand? But it does not display them line by line, it displays them once. So now let's try and do something. Let's try and print hello world to the browser using our h1 tag. There are some things called tags in HTML. Tags are let's say for example the h tags. We have h1, h2, h3 up to h6. So what h1 does is it deals with the font size that you want to be displayed on the screen of the web you are doing. Anything you are doing, it deals with the font size. So let's say for example, I open the tag, I call it h1, right? So what happens with the h1? Let me say I can put hello world. When I save it and I refresh here, it brings hello world. If you observe this hello world, okay, let me try something else. Let's see h2 and I input again hello world. When you refresh the browser, the difference between this hello world and hello world is the size. That's the work of the h1, h2, h3, h4 and the rest. Their difference is the size. So h1 is bolder than h2, h2 is bolder than h3. Let's input another one and say h6 hello world. When you refresh, you can see the hello world of the h6 is smaller than the rest. So that's the work of the h tags in HTML. We have many other tags. We have the a tag. The A tag is used to reference links in HTML. Apart from the A tag, we have what we call the strong tag also. The strong tag is used to, okay, this strong tag, check something out. Let's see, okay, H1. So after the H1, you input a strong tag. And here, we close our strong tag. What happens? Actually, nothing displayed in the web. But what the strong tag does is that it's bold. You understand? It's bold the word inside of it. You understand? That's what the strong tag does. Either you use the strong tag or you use the emphasize tag. That is the E tag, EM. Is it? You say EM. It's used to lay emphasis on a particular word or on a particular. Let's go here and delete the strong tag. Refresh. Sorry, the emphasize tag is used to for italics. I don't want to do this yet here, but let's go on. Is this for the italics? So actually I want to try something out. In our previous classes we did some exercises. So let me try it out and display what is going on in the. So here we have a paragraph, HTML. So underneath it, sorry guys. So underneath it we have an a line. We have a line underneath it, and apart from that we have another paragraph tag that says HTML stands for hypertext markup language. Okay, then we have the rest that says it's used on the web. Let me just stop here. And we have another paragraph tag here that says HTML support different types of tags. HTML supports different types of tags, and here we have heading tags. Heading tags are then the next page we have the H1, HTML, H2, HTML, H3, HTML, we have H4, HTML, we have the H5, and we have the H6. So I think this is all for the exercise we did in the morning. So when you save this and refresh the browser, what happens with this browser is this. And one more thing I will say is when you are writing HTML files, it will be very okay if you indent your program, so it will not be confusing, or it will be readable for users. So, and there's one mistake here. The HTML is actually bold here. So I'll save this. So you can see the HTML is bold. So this is the classwork. This is the solution to the classwork I gave in the morning for students that are not in the class when we were doing this. So at least you can follow up. So that will be all for now. So in the next class, we'll talk more of the tags and the usage in HTML. So thank you very much for your time.